Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here. Thursday, July 19th. Some strong thunderstorms hit the Mid-Atlantic region last night, especially the interior sections of the Mid-Atlantic. They tended to weaken as they approach the I-95 corridor and the coastal sections. That did signal the end of the extreme heat. Today the extreme heat is gone, but the humidity remains, and that frontal system that caused those thunderstorms last night will set up shop in the southern part of the Mid-Atlantic region, stall out, and that will allow for a couple different waves of low pressure to ride along that front over the next 36 hours or so, and we could actually have a rainy and cool day in much of the Mid-Atlantic region tomorrow as an ocean flow of air develops to the north and east of that low pressure area that will ride along that wave of frontal system, and soaking beneficial rains are likely to be the result in much of the Mid-Atlantic anytime from tonight through early part of Saturday. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. That front is starting to stall out now. It's down through the D.C. region. It kind of meanders back and forth, up and down, all the way out into the middle part of the country. But for the most part, it'll kind of set up shop, stall out here across the Mid-Atlantic region. Yesterday we talked about the weak upper atmosphere winds, and not only weak winds in the upper atmosphere, but they tend to be blowing from the west to the east, kind of parallel to this front, so it doesn't have much of a north to south push, and we'll stall out here, and a couple different waves of low pressure will ride right along that frontal system over the next 36 hours. Here's the latest satellite loop. This is an infrared satellite loop. A band of heavy showers and thunderstorms already showing up here over the Great Lakes will tend to drop to the south and east and ride right along that frontal system that will stall out here in the Mid-Atlantic region, and this will pave the way, set us up for some beneficial soaking rains here in the Mid-Atlantic from tonight through tomorrow night. Lots of sunshine here in the middle part of the country, and hot weather returns to Colorado and much of the Central Plains. Denver, for example, should jump up to the mid to upper 90s. Streaming moisture from Fabio continues to go all the way north into the Pacific Northwest. A little bit of a spinning upper low just off the northern California coast. Much of this moisture will pass on by Southern California today, and they'll kind of fall back into the typical pattern of early morning clouds followed by some afternoon sunshine. Well, let's kind of dissect this upcoming weather event here in the Mid-Atlantic region, because it is somewhat unusual, especially if we turn out to get a rainy and cool day here, and it's very likely. This is the GFS forecast map for tomorrow morning. We'll look at tomorrow morning, Friday morning, and then tomorrow night and Saturday morning as this situation develops. By tomorrow morning, we have kind of a broad area of low pressure here depicted by the GFS model right along this frontal boundary zone that is stalled out here, and a nice ocean flow of air is developing here, and that's bringing some cooler air off the cooler ocean. An east-northeast flow of air should develop during the day tomorrow, and again, temperatures could actually be confined to the mid-70s across Philadelphia, for example, and the low 70s in the New York City region, with some periods of rain, and some of that rain will be heavy at times. Let's take a look now at Friday night. Not a lot of change by Friday night. The frontal system still stalled out right here with waves of low pressure riding right along, and a nice ocean flow of air into the Mid-Atlantic region with some soaking rain. So again, it turns out we'll certainly lost the extreme heat for today, and it'll still be rather hot, but not nearly as extremely hot as we were yesterday. Temperatures, by the way, reached 100 degrees at Philadelphia International Airport yesterday, which was a record. But tomorrow will be downright cool compared to yesterday, with temperatures again in the 70s in a good part of the Mid-Atlantic region. Finally, by Saturday morning, this is the GFS map for Saturday morning. Low pressure is finally headed towards the coast and starting to slowly pull away, and high pressure up here in the New England area will gradually take control. There still can be a few showers early in the morning across parts of the Mid-Atlantic region. It'll probably become partly sunny. The better day will be Sunday, when it should be rather comfortable with plenty of sunshine in the Mid-Atlantic after what looks like a soaking rain event between tonight and early Saturday morning. We'll continue to update that, monitor that over the next several hours. For the SIweather.com, I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.